Hello everyone, let's just sort out my logistics and get this transitioned across. We are ready for the start of Season 13 and it is going to be a fun season. In fact, there's one more thing I need to do. I just need to move this across so that I can see live chat as we're going. Let's transition that actually. It's probably a good time for us to do that. And I will bid you all welcome, and hello. Okay, so we're going to be running through, let's create a new character. We're going to be doing a wizard this season. Hey there, Hell Dog. Welcome along to the stream. This is, of course, the very, very start of the season. And we're going to call ourselves Unstoppable. Hardcore seasonal hero. And the plan for this season, we're going to be running the Firebird set. If I get a chance, I'd like to do all of the set dungeons. But also, we have a bit of a personal challenge with Matryx to produce a Legacy of Nightmares Rimeheart build. So we've got quite a bit of leveling and other stuff to do. Hey there, Nick. Good to have you joining for the stream. Now, before we jump in, let's just change our settings. We'll put it up to expert mode straight away. But we're going to actually do a challenge rift so that we get a little bit of extra gear to kind of boost us along the way. A little bit of money will help us buying equipment and stuff. No co-op, I'm afraid. My brother is at work. I've taken a half day so that I can, well, be here for the season start. I say half day, I ended up doing slightly more than a half day. Worked through lunch and got out on time. So let's jump in with this challenge rift, and we'll see what it entails. Okay, so it looks like consecration slash. Oh, actually, let's use the soul mirror. Block tax healer, Sacral Curus, Bookcathos. So we are thornsing it. Okay, Thorns of the Invoker. We should be able to just run straight in, consecrate the ground, bomb stuff, provoke it. What could possibly go wrong? Man, these take a lot of punishment. We are already behind on the time. Alright, I think we're just going to have to ignore these guys mostly. And focus on the big ones. Totally using the advice I was given ahead of time for that. What do we got down here? Do we have... Ah, cool. Conduit Parliament. That'll do nicely. Oh, jeez. It's fine. It's all fine. This is basically how I run anyway. Okay, so we're just about on target for where we're supposed to be. Hey there, Sniper. How are you doing? I hope you're having a fun day. We're here right for the start of the season, as you would expect. Nah, the big dude. Smack, 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 smack. Uh-oh. Nope, don't want to be in the middle of that. Lots of explosions. Okay, moving on. There is another one of the elites. They do go quite quickly when they go. Those are not actually going to give us any benefit at all. But I need to clear out a little bit of space so we can get through all this. Cool, we're only 6 seconds ahead. This is going to be a difficult one. Not good, not good. Right, we'll be back in a second. Reviving our corpse. So that's put us behind, of course, with this challenge rift. I'm good, thanks. I've taken a little bit of time off for the afternoon so that I could be here for the start of the season. And I figured we'd start by trying the challenge rift and seeing if we can get some boosts going. Right, that's you gone. Is that not all of them? Yeah, it should be. Why did I not get any benefit from that? Probably because he died in a weird position. I need a lot more elite mobs. I am totally not going to have time to do this properly. We may need to do a second run at this. Oh, Jesus. Talk about painful. Hey there, Wallafried. Yeah, this is certainly not the build I would normally go for. I'm wondering if maybe I should have practiced this beforehand. I mean, we can just hammer our way through. Oh, wow. So much pain. Right. You. The on-screen chat isn't working. Okay, I will have to look into that. Thank you very much for letting me know. I may have just selected the wrong overlay interface. Hey there, Rudely. Good to have you joining. Right, 17 seconds ahead. I need just a little bit more. Come on, give me something that's worth killing. This is so pants. I absolutely hate this map area. No, let me past. Right. Yeah, we're over time, unfortunately. Just over time. We can try that again, but I'll see if I can sort out the chat first. Okay, right. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, that should totally be working. Let me just check the settings for it. Maybe. Maybe it's just vanishing a little bit too quickly. apologies for this. This won't take too long. In the meantime, I will get back to the challenge hub. I'll just have a little look at this. Yes, no idea why that's not coming through properly. All right, let's change it up ever so slightly. I suspect I'll probably need to reboot to fix that, so I may just do it without chat. But we'll see if we can do it nicely. Yeah. That's looking a bit better. Alright, it's not quite as styled as it was previously, but that should at least work and be there for a while. So, we've got that working. Let me just disable that. Okay, and we are back to the game in general. Apologies for that. Let me just get my windows rearranged, and I'll get that sorted properly for next time. So, worthy attempt. We will definitely try again. Really, I want to be just pushing on and focusing on the elites. Ah, don't push me back, you bastards. Right. You. That is so painful. Totally dead. That was so bad. Terrible, terrible start. Hey there, Frederick. Good to have you joining. I'll read that in just a moment as soon as I am clear of this set of mobs. Right, we'll grab this conduit. And we will push on. Yeah, I think they roll out PC first, and then when they've got that working, they do the others. Because I noticed that mine happened just a couple of minutes after 4 o'clock. I mean, I was ready to go at 4 o'clock, and I couldn't quite get in. Those bits. You next. We've done well to make up the time. Just see if we can hurry on. Wait, no, the way on was down that way, wasn't it? I remember. We've gone a bit wrong. On, push on up, and round we go. Right, you're gone. You're gone. I want your friend as well, but they are too far away. There we go. That is better than last time. Give me more elites. More elites. A little bit more. Got him. Alright, we'll go around this way. Grab this, grab this. And we need to move on to these guys. Okay, we are doing much better on time this time. Cullen will definitely help. Hit him. And next big batch up here. Cool. Don't be standing in the explosions. Right, where are you? Down here. 28 seconds, that's loads of time. Even with my terrible, terrible playing it, we have done it in time. That's going to give us a good start to the season. Right. So, give me the reward. And with that, we're going to switch to our wizard and start the journey. So we're going to want it to be in adventure mode. And here is Unstoppable, our hardcore seasonal. We don't want that on normal, we want it on expert. Let's get on in. Hey there, Next Gen. Good to have you joining for the stream. I'm assuming you're all going to be playing Season 13 as it kicks off. So do let me know which characters you're going to be playing if you have any preferences. There we go. With a ton of money behind us, things will be a lot easier. We're going to get the Templar to come along. And in fact, while I think about it, let's get ourselves, yeah, 4.6 million. We'll get you up to rank 10. In fact, we may as well take you all the way to rank 12. We'll do the same with Shen. And we'll do the same over here with Miriam. Okay, So we want to just very quickly gear ourselves a little bit, and then we're going to start making moves on improving stuff. Right, so we want highest usable. Nothing there. Highest usable, nothing there. Let's instead take...
No way.
Oh, damn it, we can't take that. Maybe we could... Yeah, in fact, we'll take the enchantresses. Because that is better. And in order to level, I think we're going to go through to Act 1. We're going to start in the Halls of Agony and kind of wander around a little bit. I think it will probably have the best mod ratio. And we'll get up the early levels quite quickly. I'm not expecting this to be massively difficult, but once we get some skills, we can start mixing up our build a little bit. There are links in the description for my approximate plans. We are going to be doing, or attempting to do, a Rimeheart build, so that's really going to be the focus of what we need. We need to find Rimeheart. Oh geez, this is going to be a terrible start if we die already. No thank you, mate. No, not that pull me around. Start of the season always feels so slow. Just because I don't have all the Paragon points in there accelerating me around. Okay, so we're going to wear this. Actually, that's not terrible. We'll have that. And yeah, you actually got the best you can at the moment. As far as a new skill goes, we've got Shock Pulse. We don't care about Shock Pulse. I don't think I've ever used Shock Pulse and liked it. So we'll stick with Ray of Frost for the moment. It's effective. It's like a miniature Disintegrate Beam, but worse.
Need more arcane power.
23 kills. Just like some Matryx style dodging from that guy there. Totally got away from everything. Okay, dust reusable parts, yeah. It's all fun and games, all fun and games. Man, as soon as we get teleport, this is going to be so much better. Just for the mobility. I got so used to jumping around as the Barbarian last season. Last season actually went really well for us. We achieved pretty much everything that we wanted to do, and we found our first Primal Ancient. So I was very happy about that. I don't know if I'm going to have quite as much time to put into Diablo this season, but we're going to probably end up playing it for a lot longer rather than just blitzing through everything right at the start and then letting it fall by the wayside. Level 4, we'll be able to buy some equipment soon. And with Frost Nova giving us a little bit of utility, we'll be a little bit more survivable, a little bit safer. Every time I play a glass cannon character, there's always the worry that they're going to die way too early. I mean, dying at any point is dying way too early in my book, but I'm allowed a death per season. Season 13 is available in Europe.
I must say, I'm a bit dismayed. This place is
So if you're in Europe, then yeah, it's 5 PM CET, Central European Time. In my case, it's 4 PM London time. Yeah, if you're in America, I'm afraid you have to wait. But you can stick around and you can watch and you can shout encouragement from the balcony, so to speak. Right, we can give the Templar a new skill. And we have Arcane Orb, which is pretty cool. Okay, so you're going to get... Yeah, it's going to have to be heal. We're not in combat. Fine, I'll back further away. You know, we'll just assign that when we get back to town. It thinks we're still in combat. Obviously, we're not. Once we're back in town, there's no way we'll be in combat, so We'll get that sorted. And we'll get ourselves some new equipment when we do that as well. Okay, is that enough? Oh my word. Fine. We'll go back to town very quickly. Let's put that on. Much better. Much better. Unless they've actually changed it so, you know, if you're in town you can't swap stuff around like that. Which would be fine if they have. Just obviously not massively useful. We're going to make ourselves an axe. Go around and axe people questions. We need a belt, so we'll get one of those. Yeah, doing the challenge rift has just given us like a big boost for our starting equipment, so it's well worth it. Just having the money available and the resources to craft these things up. Yeah, that's going to be significantly better, so we will get that done as well. In fact, my phone is charged, so I can just put that on the side. And what else are we going to need? We're going to need some leggings. Cool, extra intelligence. Thanks, game. I didn't realise I had an empty equipment slot. Whatever would I have done if you hadn't told me? I don't need to repair anything. We will drop our wand up here, and I'm going to very quickly just arrange these. So this is all the gems. This is going to be... we'll have that. And then we're getting on to the magical stuff that's going to be... Yeah, we'll have that for Legacy of Nightmares. This for general wizard stuff. That for general wizard stuff. We've got more tabs over here. What do we want here? Probably more magical stuff that can get salvaged up. This one can be for the Legacy of Nightmares, and we'll get more later on as we need it. Oh, that's cool, Helldog. I'm afraid I'm not massively into Dragon Ball Z, but that does sound pretty cool. Okay, let's get back and carry on leveling with our newfound equipment. So that moves on to level 1. We don't really want to go down to level 1. We want to go down to level 3 next. Oh, yes. That's what I like. Big explosions. It's good when it hits like many things, but every now and then someone runs forwards and they take it right on the chin just to stop the rest of the group dying. Not that time though, they went flying. Cool. Definitely improved our killing ability. So our current plan is to push our way up to level 33 and then start gambling for orbs. You know what? I need to get my pet out. That's what I've forgotten. So we'll wear these wings and we're going to have... Let's get the Mimic out. And for portrait frame... I think... Let's go Frosty. And we'll have the Lore Master. That doesn't look too terrible. But yeah, otherwise I'm going to have to go around and pick up all the gold myself. And I just don't want to do that. Although he is going to sound like he's dropping gold everywhere. To everyone who's joining the stream, welcome, welcome. I hope you're having a very fun Friday. It is, of course, the start of Season 13. We're going to be doing the Firebird set with our wizard. And we've got a separate challenge to try and make a working Legacy of Nightmares Rimeheart build with my brother. You'll find links for both of the expected plans down below. So feel free to check them out. Offer suggestions if you fancy. They are stuff I've thrown together on the back of a napkin. So, standard disclaimer of me being a casual player and not perfect with my anticipation of how things are going to work together. Level 6, cool. What are we getting as far as spells go? Charge Blast. Ha, no. You can buy that. Doing the funky chicken on the stairs there. Always good fun. Yeah. More mobs. That is good. We could do challenge rifts to just like try and level up a little bit faster, or we could do bounties. But I do like doing a little bit of exploration and just wandering around killing stuff to start off. You know, kind of ease back into the season before any pressure of big bosses kicks in. Or anything like that. Alright, before we get blocked in with these guys behind us. I was going to say, where is the Templar? But he's right in the middle, isn't he? Doing what he's meant to be doing. Face tanking. For the greater good. Yeah, this orb, while effective against like groups of trash mobs, is not brilliant for what we're trying to do here. There's 2 more gone. Oh, the scariest thing to fight against hardcore for me is vortex mobs. Because let's say there's a Molten nearby, and you think you've got away and you've used your teleport, it's not on cooldown anymore, and they just vortex you back in. Or you trigger Unstable Anomaly, and once again, you're running away, you think you're safe, and then they vortex you back in. It's always vortex mobs. The wormhole, not so much. Vortex. Anything that changes my position without my say-so. Frozens can be annoying, but you can dodge them. Moltens can be annoying, but you can dodge them. But it's the, oh crap, I'm somewhere I didn't want to be. That's what causes most of the brown trouser moments. Oh, that and Malthael. I mean, Malthael has a special place in my heart for the terror that he has caused me over the seasons. Ooh, Frenzy Shrine, let's grab that. Lumber Axe, a perfect weapon for a wizard. Watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I really love the shotgun axe. It does make me think, you know, you could, yeah, you could have wands made from pretty much anything that's wooden. So you could have a wand with an axe head attached to it, just as like an alternative weapon. Although it probably wouldn't be very good for your wand to, you know, be hefting it around to swing at people. I really liked the Dresden Files when it was on, because Harry Dresden had a drumstick for his wand and a hockey stick for his magic staff, and I just thought it was a brilliant take on it. Hey, that's cool, sniper. Lumber Axe also not a brilliant weapon for a sniper, I'm sure, but you know, you could build a gun into it, I guess. Oh no, he's jailed me. Whatever will I do? Let's make sure we're actually killing these. He should go down very soon. There we go. All done. Done and dusted. going to need to get another weapon soon, though. We are rapidly out-leathering? Yes, out-leathering. Out-leveling the amount of damage that we want to be doing. I'll probably give it until level 7 or maybe level 8 before we go back again. Frenzied Shrine has worn off now as well. Aye! Damn annoying, dude. Wallers can be annoying as well if you're trying to run away, but once we get teleport, we won't really care that much about Wallers. There we go, they're all going to go together. Wow, that took us halfway through level 7 because of that bonus. Brilliant. Right, let's change Arcane Orb over to Rare Frost with Cold-Blooded. I think it'll serve us slightly better. We won't have the same area of effect, but individual targets should be a bit easier to take out. Also, there we go. I should pay attention to the items I'm picking up so I can actually use them. So, Sniper, which character are you playing this season? Are you doing a wizard like me, or are you going for something a little bit more robust? And pretty much every other character is a bit more robust, I'd say. So it wouldn't be particularly difficult to do that. Oh, Monk! Nice! Gonna find yourself some gung-ho gear and start jumping around, punching everything and exploding it. It's gonna be good fun. How about you, Ioba? Which character are you looking at? That's fair enough. That's fair enough. It's good to have a bit of variety in there. I would say sorry for stealing the wizard, but I've been saying I'm gonna do a Firebird wizard for like 5 seasons, and each time I get distracted with something else. So this season, I'm actually doing it, actually sticking it out. Just so you guys know, for the plan for today. Obviously I've started now. I'm going to carry on until about 7 o'clock London time, so it'll end up being about a 3-hour stream. Then I'll take a little bit of a break, get some food, and then I'll be back to run through until midnight. Ooh, I'd say Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter. Give the Necromancer just like a chance to sit for a moment. We got another... No, we're wearing everything. Although I suppose we can wear more stuff, we just don't have anything for it. Level 3 Halls of Agony. There we go. Summoner gone. Going to be a lot of experience when these go off. So let's see if we can keep the kills moving along. There we go, level 8. And we've unlocked Diamond Skin. I do like Diamond Skin as a skill. I've not tried using it offensively. That would be an interesting one to try and build a build around. I don't think it would be particularly practical, but it would certainly be interesting to try at some point. Okay, level 8.5. Maybe we'll take it up to level 10 before we head back to town. Halls of Agony level 3 always has a good amount of mobs, and we're doing alright as far as murdering goes. The only thing about this Ray of Frost is it does tend to miss and go over mobs' heads. I think that's a bit why I prefer Disintegrate, because it's got a slightly wider area of effect when it hits. Maybe it's just saying we could use two-handed weapon if we wanted. How bizarre. Because we've definitely not picked something up that we could use. Oh, I suppose we could, like, steal the shield from the Templar. Right, we're about to hit level 9. Certainly not the fastest start to the season, but I'm never one to try and rush through everything. If you rush straight for endgame content, you don't really get to enjoy the game as you go along. While we're certainly not going to be dawdling, we are not in a super rush to make it to the end. When it comes time for multiplayer, I'm going to be running a second wizard character alongside this, just so that I don't end up babysitting Greg as we power level him. And it's always useful to have a spare when you're me, because I tend to get people killed, normally myself. So we'll be starting again with a fresh character when it gets around to Monday night, or if we play with my brother before then. But the goal for both of them is exactly the same. We're going to be still trying for the Firebird set, still pushing for a Rimeheart build. And if you have a look at the two build plans that I put in the description below, you'll see that they use a lot of... there's a lot of crossover between the equipment that I've picked. Oh, is that a Menagerist? It is, I think. Let's get these guys killed. Man, he's got a lot of health. This may not be the best skill for this, but we'll try it. Got him. And we get a buddy out of that. Leave me alone. Let me pick it up. I want my buddy. Right. We're gonna have to get him out. His favourite game is fetch the skull, but try to make sure no one's using the skull first. Oh, he's so cute. It's like a little rockhound. Little rockhound pig thing. Yeah. It's definitely feeling like time to upgrade our weapons. So we'll get to level 10, which is not far away, and then we'll head back to town and do that. Yeah, they're totally pets. So kill the Menagerist, grab the pet, bring the pet out. They run around, they collect gold for you. They look cool, show them off, theme them to the kind of character you're building. It's all good. It's all good fun. There we go, right, let's go back to town and get ourselves a new weapon. Level 10! That deserves a spot of refreshment with my generic brown carbonated drink.
Brought on by the recent change of climate.
Right. Ooh, cool. We got ourselves an orb. Well, that time we actually had something to put in our slot. Right. salvage those up. And we're going to make... probably a shiv. Yeah. Extra experience, extra damage. We could make another one, but I don't think we really want to. Let's give ourselves a helmet. That'll do. And we could get some rings now as well, I think. Shield or orb? Shield or orb? I think probably orb. Right. Salvage that up. And we will set the Templar's skill properly. Magic Missile, yeah, Charge Blast. Should have had that selected before. Ray of Frost, don't care. Yeah, we'll keep that on Cold Blooded. Frost Nova or Diamond Skin. I think we'll have it on Diamond Skin, actually. Wave of Force, we'll keep that. And we get our first passive. We're going to do Blur. Because, you know, dying is a bad thing in hardcore. You know, you can't easily come back from that.
Sure, I may do business with some unsavory types.
Okay. Life per hit and extra experience. That's what we're going to go for with those. And up here... oh, goody. Well, we'll get that one just because of the extra experience. But those are pretty pants. Not the greatest looking rings around. Okay. Right, I think probably we'll start doing some quests. Mix things up a little bit. We've got to kill 125 mobs here, and this dude. Well, he's gone. So keep the combat on for as long as we can with these, actually. Because if we can get a decent-sized massacre bonus, then it will be awesome. Yeah, I am quite lucky. But what in particular were you referring to? Just like my general good luck? Or because we haven't really found anything of note. Okay, we're up to 41 kills. We want to keep that going. 44 kills. $45 kills. That's not bad. That's a good experience boost. Now we need another stack of them. Man, I can't wait until I get Disintegrate. Don't get me wrong. I like Ray of Frost. I just think it's a bit pants. Compared to what else we've got at the moment, I'll still take it. I'll still use it. It is definitely the one of preference. Oh, actually, yeah, you're talking about the Menagerist Goblin, aren't you? Yeah, that was lucky finding that before level 10. Definitely was. And on to level 11. So what skills do we unlock at the moment? Spectral Blade. I'm going to change over from Magic Missile to that. And a new Arcane Orb. Yeah, we're going to swap over both sets of skills. Have they just increased the duration? No. I think I've also made it. Reduces the area of effect, but increases the damage. And Spectral Blade, we love Spectral Blade. Spectral Blade is cool. Hey there, Fallen, good to have you joining. We are level 11 in, and we haven't died. It's 15 minutes, so I'm not going massively quickly, but we are having good fun. I'm kind of getting myself used to being up close and personal with all the mobs. Kind of. We're going to go around and do some bounties now, some quests. And carry on leveling up that way. Initially, we just went to the Halls of Agony to kill some mobs, get up to level 10. Although we did do the challenge room. That was kind of fun. And this is why I like Spectral Blade, because it kills so many things at the same time. It's all about area of effect. Okay, well that's that bounty done. Oh, we've unlocked Arcane Torrent. Now, Arcane Torrent we are going to change over to, because this is actually our final skill. So I need to get used to using this all the time. That's kind of what we're going to be doing. It's going to be really weird for me because it's not a skill I use. It does a lot of damage, but I just don't end up using it. So, 100 mobs to kill, and it's an okay skill. It just always feels a bit weird. Like, it's not exactly fire and forget. Yeah, so the damage increases as you go through it, so I should probably build up. And then do it all in one go. And that's, I think, where I'm going to have to change my playstyle, because that's... staying still is not something I'm really used to. Let's grab those. Oh yeah, the damage increases quite nicely, doesn't it? That could work. 13 mobs down. Let's find some more.
The local Khazra crimes have become a serious threat.
It's a shame it doesn't show, like, how far through that build-up it is.
We need you to take care of this problem for us. We'll pay 25 gold pieces.
And once we get the Etched Sigil, which we'll be trying for at level 33, we'll be able to we'll be automatically generating our arcane spenders as we channel this. Let's not stand directly on that. Sanity backing off. We're going to do this carefully. Carefully, he says, and then immediately pulls more mobs. Right, one down. Another one down. I don't mind taking a spot of damage from them, but I want to make sure I kill the minions. And then you. Boom, 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 boom. Got him. Yeah. Kill those logs. Only 26 mobs down. We definitely don't want to die. Don't want to have to redo all this. And later on in the season, if we suffer an accidental death, then we can always get power leveled, and that won't be a problem. But right at the start of the season, there's no power leveling involved. We've got to earn it before we can have it boosted. That being said, I will always take a pool of reflection. Yeah, if it's an inbuilt game mechanic, then there's nothing wrong with taking advantage of it. And they can hit quite hard, can't they? Alright, I think we're going to have to go up. Only 29 mobs down so far.
Mistress, it is my pleasure to report that I have broken the prisoners from Wortham. Words have flowed from them.
I do like that Arcane Torrent's got a little bit of an area of effect. I mean, it's not much, but it is enough that you notice it. So it's still kind of keeping with the feel that we've got previously. Yeah, and once we get Hergabash's or Herbaderba's binding, that will reduce the arcane power cost of it 65%, I think it is. Magic Missile, Glacial Spike. We might use that if we have to go and fight Malthael. We've also got Evocation as a passive skill. Let's kill these other mages. They are starting to get right on my last nerve. You and your little dog thing. Dog demon. Going lick, lick, rough, rough, lick, lick. Just get them all gone. These guys are basically the ultimate camouflage, unless they're actually coming up out of holes in the ground. Stab, stab, stab. Yeah, now we're up to level 13. Our level 10 weapon is feeling a little bit underpowered, but we'll keep going as we are until like we're really struggling with being able to do anything worthwhile. Thank you very much, Cormac. I do think I was okay and didn't require healing, but hey, the bounty is done. But it's still good to know he's got my back in case of emergency. You, stop throwing spears at me. And also, how many spears are you carrying? I mean, that's an absolute ton. Okay, right. Ooh. That's a lot more damage. We'll have that. That's a bit less damage, but a lot more toughness. We'll have that. That's just better. Those are a little bit better. I want to keep the regen. And those are better. Oh, Frederick. I'm so sorry to hear that. I don't know what time the consoles launch as far as the seasons go. Ooh, cool. We've got ice armor now. Let's put that on. So it may be worth checking to see if there's any announcement on the website or anything regarding that. We'll take Frostnova Shatter over there. And Wave of Force, no. Energy Twister, still no, but we'll have it. Look, we look like an actual wizard. That's what wizards do, right? They make energy twisters. It's gonna be good fun. Right, let's move on to the next bounty, otherwise I will get distracted. Revenge of Garbet. Garbet the Strong. Okay, we are about 1 hour into the new season now, and we're up to level 14. We're going around doing some bounties to get experience. And with our new ice armor, we'll be a little bit more survivable than we were. Yeah, Leon, quite often they treat them as console users as second-class citizens, but they've always had their main player base on PC. There we go, taking advantage of the extra frost novas that are coming out.
The fields surrounding it have been resettled over the years. The highlands remain empty, save for the crumbling ruins.
Right, let's just go straight for Garbard. We can. Oh, there's another goblin around.
There's
There's another menagerist. What?
Even ward away goatmen and wild beasts. A tragedy, really.
Come back here, you little... This is going to be so bad. Alright. Tactical murder. I wish I was a little bit faster. We've nearly got him. I mean, I say nearly got him. It's really hard to actually tell these things. He's gonna go. Got him. But we've already got all the pets. So we can't get any more. But it's good to know that we've got them all now. And now we just need to make ourselves safe. Much safer than we were a moment ago. 2 Menagerist Goblins this close to the season start. I'm quite surprised. Alright, so Garbard. Here was me trying not to get distracted, and I totally got distracted. So what are we doing? Okay, we've got to activate that. I'm going to loot things first. It's a ghost book.
I heard rumors of Zakarum warriors called Crusaders. While the natives were most reticent, I was able to deduce that this order was founded 200 years ago, just as Matryx took his army of paladins west. But
Right, just you left to go, Mr. Shaman. Just refresh our ice armor.
Give me power.
Okay, Garbard. It's like it was so predictable. Oh, jeez. Sniper, why'd you have to say that? You're probably entirely right. All of my luck gone right at the season start. Let's back off just a tiny bit. There we go, level 15. Out the way, bounty. There we go. That is much more efficient for getting them killed. So we got a crossbow of wounding, and I don't think there was anything else down here that we care about. We want to put you onto charge. Just like that. A perfect demonstration. Thank you very much, Cormac. Alright. I want to get us some weapon upgrades, I think. Get a little bit more damage going. It's still slightly better. Okay, so... Flamberger? We could just like go maximum damage. 52, yeah. Wow. That's like so much better. We'll also start making some better equipment just for keeping ourselves alive. 41% extra toughness. Thank you. Yeah, we'll make some chainmail as well. It's not like we're low on ingredients, so this is all very good for us. Regenerate 4 life per second. Yeah, I'll take a loss in damage for that. Actually, the 5% movement speed is probably more beneficial for us. And yeah, we'll make some trousers as well. Good. Right. Salvage all these up. And back on for the Queen's Dessert. Well, that feels pretty good. As far as damage boost goes, 200% more damage. Yeah, everything's a little bit slower, but doesn't it feel powerful? Also, we're not using up our arcane power quite as quickly, I don't think. I suppose that will be down to the different weapon speed more than anything. Did we unlock any new... Not there, we didn't. And on Arcane Torrent, we get Flame Ward at level 18. We're going to stick with Flame Ward once we get it. That's going to be like our final Firebird one. How about down here? Wave of Force got a boost, that was it. And yeah, nothing for Ice Armor. It's all very quiet. I hate the spider caverns. It always feels not just like badly laid out, but kind of illogically laid out. And having the spiders in there slowing you down in addition. Oh my god, look at my guy. This does not look like a practical weapon for him to be carrying around. I mean, he looks the part with it and the wings and everything. It does look more like something out of a martial arts movie than out of a fighting fantasy game, though. Oh my god, when they go off the edge, I can't actually hit them properly anymore. Yeah, we'll clear the area first, make sure it is safe. And that's actually just hitting the edge. There we go, that's what I wanted to see. Okay, let's let our arcane power recharge, and then we'll open up the first one, because it could have mobs in it. What's inside cocoon number 1? What did I just say? Yeah, that's pants, but Cormac can use it. Yeah, you take that. I love that you can actually like see the weapons that he has. I've always loved that about the game, because if he gets like something with a really cool glow on it, then you know he really looks the part. I do wish that there was a little bit more customization that you could do with your followers, but I've always wished that. Even from Diablo 2 onwards. Yeah, you're free.
I need to go back.
If only I had Black Hole, I would like cast it on top of the town portals, and that stops them getting away. Wallafreed's very, very good at playing the game. That's how he's already level 22. He knows the right places. Hey, look at that! Our first unique item. Yep, we've definitely used up all of our luck at this point for the entire season. So, Starfire. It's a nice wand. It is a nice wand, but it's not worth us changing over to at the moment. That being said, we could put it in the cube already. So there is that as an option. Now, one thing I'm still getting used to with Arcane Torrent is when you move your mouse, existing ones that you've already set going move towards your new location. They don't stay on the old target that they were on. And my brain doesn't really, like... Oh my god. Get them killed. My brain doesn't really think that way. Because I think, like, if you've launched a mortar or something, then it should carry on its course regardless. But they're like semi-intelligently homing ones because you get to directly control where they're going. Congratulations, you are free. Be gone! And I'll go and do this other one over here. In fact, both of them are down here. Awesome. Then we can get the hell out of this damn spider cavern. It also means you kind of need to stay engaged, just like stay on target in order to properly ensure things die. Which is fine, but, you know, my fight and run away tactic may need to adapt for it. Down you go, Phil Pitt. There is nothing left for you here. And give me those britches. Right. On to kill the Skeleton King. Yeah, if you were to focus, so play on a higher difficulty level, having already done this week's challenge ahead of time and be doing challenge rifts, you could probably power level quite a bit faster. And also, if you play in multiplayer groups, then you get extra experience for being part of a team as well. So there's different ways that it could have worked out for people to be further ahead without too much of a stretch of the imagination.
Keep your distance from it.
This burden is mine to bear. Right, looks like there's another elite mob coming up, so let's try and keep the area clear as much as possible. Just being a little bit cautious as we progress, because I don't want to go running in and get myself killed. Without a teleport, you kind of have to be just a little bit safe. Especially when there's frozen mobs. Right, let's focus on him, get him gone, because those frozen bits that appear on the ground will annoy me. Ah, there is a maximum range. Okay. I didn't even think about that. I suppose it would make sense. Okay, pushing on towards the king. Making reasonable progress. Man, I wish I had teleport. Do I have teleport yet? Pretty certain I don't. No, get it at level 22. We've got slow time. Don't really care about slow time. Skeleton King's just going to die regardless. Destiny Slayer. That sounds like a cool weapon. I bet it's pants, but we'll have a look at it anyway. Oh, it's a ring. Whoa. Actually, that's not bad. I certainly wouldn't have expected a ring to have the name Destiny Slayer. Alright. On to the king. And after this we can say, the king is dead, long live the king, head back and turn in the active bounties. So, touch the king. I love how we froze him, but there was still that kind of shadow that follows around behind. I also love that Cormac managed to stun him. Okay, he is half dead. It looks like crowd control isn't working on him anymore, so we're just going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. And there we go! Cool, well, we will open this up, get all of our delicious, delicious loot, and head back to town. Look at that, our first shoulder piece. Doesn't it look pants? We'll wear that. That's worse. That's worse. All of these are worse. Give us something good. Oh, look at all these cool things. Alright. So, Pauldrons of the Skeleton King. Yeah. At least until we have anything better, they will do quite nicely. Unending War, Kane's Fate, and Born's Defiant. I will switch over to Born's set when we get up a little bit. That will be good. This is actually better for us. So yeah, we'll wear that. Let's salvage up the rest, I think. Right, you learn this, this, and this. We can't actually salvage that up, but we can give it to Cormac. Okay, so as far as getting a new weapon goes... Hey! Hey, Zeeblet! Yes. Yes, intended for immature audiences. Totally. I hope you're having a fun Friday. I know I am. totally the advantage of leaving work early. Okay, so what are we going to do? We're going to stick with two-handed weapons, I think. We are level 18. So, do we go for the giant axe? Yes, we do. We go for the giant axe. I mean, I ask these questions, but we know the answer to it, really. Smack. And given we're going to be level 20 in a moment, it's probably not worth us updating our equipment any more than that. So let's salvage that up. We'll repair what we have, and we'll put our first item ready for cubing. It's going to go in there. Good fun. Right, okay, on to Act 2. Let's do blood and iron first. I think that'll be a good choice. Now, we will eventually switch over to a one-handed weapon and orb, but for the moment, the extra kill power that we're getting from a two-handed weapon is definitely worthwhile. Hi there, Pantera and Matt. Good to have you joining for the stream. Open this up. We'll get you free, so that's 2 down. We've got just a couple left to go. I say a couple, really it's 3, but it won't take us long. As long as we don't die, of course. Oh, of course. Funnily enough, I was talking with Duncan about Cliffhanger and all the climbing and camping trips that we used to go on just the other day. So much fun. So much fun. Very good memories. I hope you're having fun anyway. Yeah, my person is wearing the best hat. That is so fancy. The axe doesn't really look very wizardly, but trust me, it is a wizard weapon. Alright, let's go back over this way and we'll find the 2 remaining iron wolves and get them saved. Ha ha ha. Well, nothing down that little passageway. Where, oh where are they hiding them? Ooh, I just realised I can explode now. Well, it looks a bit more like a fart than an explosion, but it doesn't cost us anything to do, so... Ooh! Alright. Let's see if we can take out this dude quickly. This is not going to go well, I just know it. Oh no, no! I need better equipment to take these on. They're gonna all get away. I just know it. At least I can kill one of them. All right, let's see if we can find any of the others. Any still alive, or have they all gone? I think they've all got away. Well, that's a bit disappointing. Did get one of them at least, but those little gelatinous buggers, if you're not specifically geared for doing large area damage very quickly, there's not really much chance to get all of them. Oh, awesome! That's really good to hear. And it's always nice having followers that I actually know in real life, as well as like yeah, people that you do pick up normally. But it gives it a very different level of interaction, I find. But yeah, even though Diablo is quite old, it is still loads of fun for me. So there will be random streams throughout the season. It will be done as part of Monday Night Gaming with my brother. So he'll be online on Monday as well, playing with me. Definitely worth following so you can find out when it is we're playing and watch, you know. Throw some encouragement. Laugh at me when I inevitably die. It's all good. Right, we're going to put this... It will eventually be Black Hole. Right, let me have a look at my planned skills. So I should probably have this as magic weapon as soon as we unlock that. We get that at level 20, so not yet. I know, Helldog, I know. It's because I got the Menagerists earlier, that's why. That's what's making me pay for it. I'll tell them you said hi. Really good to hear from you, mate. And thank you very much for stopping by. It's always nice when old friends stop by to say hello. Oh, thanks, Leon. Yes. Proper English. Actually in London as well. Yeah, as I mentioned a few moments ago, we're going to be running with our... I say a few moments ago, it's actually about an hour ago now. We're going to be running with the Wizard and going for the Firebird set this season. I may try and do all the set dungeons, but also I've got a personal challenge with my brother where we're going to try and do a Legacy of Nightmares Rimeheart build and make it functional. So it's going to be a bit of an interesting one because we're going to have to actually find Rimeheart first and then turn it into a functional build. There's some ideas that I've got that I've thrown into the Diablo planner. You'll find links down below to those. If anyone has any suggestions, then do feel free to throw them at me and I'll banter them around. Come on, give me that level 20. Woohoo! I can get my magic weapon out now. Waggles eyebrows. Okay. So, this is going to magic weapon. And we do get a passive skill. See, I don't really want any of these at the moment. Let's do Prodigy for a moment, just so we can keep our arcane stuff ticking over quite quickly. I think we'll change over to Electrocute because I do love Electrocute. That goes on to Flame Ward. I should have done that last level. Oh, yeah, Frederick, that's really sad when that happens. Unfortunately, it's one of those things that you just kind of have to accept with a hardcore character. You can be killed by a network disconnection. You can be killed because the game crashes. There's a whole bunch of stuff that can just... you know, make you really sad that you've lost something. We'll put that on slow time for the moment, but we're going to move it across in just a level. And we'll take Guardian there. Definitely Guardian is the right call. Those braces are better. Nothing else that we have is better. So let's get this last Iron Wolf. Yeah, definitely Zeeblet. And thank you very much for stopping by. I do hope you have a fun Friday, fun weekend. But yeah, we'll definitely have to get together and grab a drink or something soon. Grounds for having him adopted. Quite possibly, quite possibly. Yeah, especially when it's not just his death that's caused. If it's just one of you, then it's perfectly fine. But if you both die because of it, and it can like be directly attributed as blame to that. Oh, look at this. Pew, 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 pew. Maybe it's up that top corner then. It's not looking like it. Right, let's actually put the lid back on that. So it must be down the other way. Yeah, inevitably, if I don't put the lid back on, one of my cats will jump up. And down there or down there, I guess. Oh no, there's a little bit over here that we haven't explored. I say a little bit, it's the Dalgar Oasis, so it's probably like 50 square kilometers over this way. Yeah, massively it's just because it was a bottleneck, I hadn't realised it was coming this way. Uh-oh, tiny bit frozen. They're supposed to be frozen, not me. Oh my god. I hate these electric twerkers. And I have no idea how we managed to teleport there, but that wasn't cool. Right, let's get this guy killed. Shanku, you're going down. Just on the very edge of what I can reach. That's fine, we still got him killed. Where is this last Iron Wolf? This was supposed to be a quick bounty. Hello, Iron Wolf. If you could just shout, let me know where you are. I'll come save you. Rescue party is in the area. No, that doesn't extend down that way, so he must be up in the top right. Aye, 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 aye.
Some old sorcery lingers on the skull, and it must be mine.
Perhaps, yeah, it also extends down this way. Okay, let's do a sort of right wall hug then. Ah, at last we have a map indicator. Onwards, soldiers! Okay, I'm liking Arcane Torrent a lot more now. Now I'm getting used to how it works properly. Yeah. Be careful when you wish away time, though, because there's always something coming up and there's always something to be looking forward to. It's important to take the time to enjoy what's happening right now. So I could wish for it to be the 23rd already, so that we get a way out, because that looks like it's going to be really, really good fun. But I wouldn't want to miss the start of the season. Cool, we've unlocked Disintegrate. Now, normally this is the point where I change over to Disintegrate, but we're not going to do that. We're going to keep it on Arcane Torrent. Let's go and kill Hellscream. And I'll just double check that there's nothing else that we want from here. So Glacial Spike, no. Explosive Bolts, Firebolts, no. Flame Blaze would be kind of interesting, but no. Well, no, we'll keep Electrocute. Arcane Torrent, we have the one we want. Let's just get these cleared off. That's kind of interesting. So, yeah, Diamond Skin as a build would be a fun one to try and change up a bit, I think. We'll get Chilling Aura on Ice Armor. And magic weapon's fine as it is. Yeah, it's a lot more convenient, but I want to get used to using Arcane Torrent. It's not necessarily going to be the most efficient, but I'm not trying to rush my way through. And really, the only reason to rush would be just to try and beat Greg at the challenge, but I don't want to just barrel ahead so far that he doesn't stand a hope. Yeah, it's got to be a little bit fair. But mostly me winning. But, you know, there was a chance he could win. But not really. But a chance. Oi! Quit it. Don't like all those things. Also, don't like these little friends of yours. So we'll just get them murdered. Brayware, Mangler of Heroes. Good job I ain't a hero, otherwise I would have been mangled. Oh no, it was a trap. However did I let myself get drawn into such an obvious ruse? At some point I should check out what the season journey part 1 objectives are as well. We've done some of them already, but it'd be good to have an actual plan for what we need to be doing. Okay, so we need to complete a Nephilim Rift. Fair enough. Socket 5 gems into our gear, so we need gems. We need to kill Diablo, kill Iswal, and reach level 50. So we're pushing for 50 at the moment is our primary thing.
Stone will be made to contain the souls of many demons, or even angels.
Okay. Another goblin to go. This one's going to go down. There we go. Now we just need to clear out some of these. Much better. And we got a plan. It's only the Wall of Bone, but it's still a plan. I'm pretty certain one of the objectives is going to be for teaching the blacksmith a certain number of things. So it all works towards that. Although we may have actually already done that with the ones that we got before. Yeah, that's why I named him Unstoppable. Entirely that, because he goes around going, I'm unstoppable! It's like, yes you are. Yes you are. And we are level 22. Cool. So this becomes teleport. Oh, and this becomes chain lightning. Because, you know, being able to do more is better. So now we've got a get out of danger move. That's always good. As soon as we get Meteor, we're going to lose Frost Nova. That is by design. Oh my god. Elemental Twerkers and Nightmarish. Not a brilliant combination, but thankfully it doesn't seem to trigger so much on the lightning, so there is that as a saving grace. Oh my god, it's miles away. Situationally, Chain Lightning actually does more damage than Arcane Torrent. As soon as we get an Edge Sigil, that's obviously going to change because we'll be doing it specific. In fact, no. We need the area damage. When they're clustered that closely together, Torrent is definitely the way to go. Right, you! Gone. We'll open this up, read a book, and we will push on for the next. Let's go to the Cursed Outpost.
I can only hope that the world does not forget of Kuhl's evil, and his blood remains undisturbed beneath the shifting sands.
Okay. Protection Shrine. Some bleached corpse. We've got to do a cursed chest. Alright. Let's see if we can find it. Hopefully it'll get marked without too much delay. We can just like charge around until it shows up on the map. We'll stop to kill the elite mobs, of course. The potential for decent drops is always worth taking the time out. That's actually better than our current one, so we'll wear that. Ah, there it is, right. Off we go. Oh, teleported straight into a rock face. Brilliant navigational skills there. That's what I think. Of course, it's right in the middle. Well, this is actually not going to be too bad. We will clear the area first. Make sure that this guy is gone. Yeah, and... no, we can't actually shoot over that. Okay. Yeah, can't really go round the corner like that either. So we'll step out. We'll just make sure that this guy's not going to come and rain on our parade. Right, he's gone. Now his friends, and then we'll open that chest. Gimme all that. That was a set of gloves, which are actually better. We'll have them. Okay, pretty much fully charged. What have we got in the chest? 100 enemies. Could be difficult, especially if they're all jumping in. Because we are not in a massive jumping survival mode damage reduction thing. No, we need to be sensible about this. Remember, he who fights and runs away lives to run away another day. I do love that Chain Lightning gives us so many extra things. We did manage like 93, I think. Or was it like 13? Ah, 33. I think there was a 3 in there. There was 2 3s in there, actually. Ah, Sniper, don't worry. Yeah, so my plan is to carry on going until about 7 o'clock London time, and then I'm going to take a break for food, and then I'll be back later on. So if you're around later, stop in, say hello, and I'll probably be playing for most of the evening at various points. Let's move on to this bounty over here. We started getting gems, which is good. We just need some equipment so we can actually socket them up. so at the moment our teleport, what we want is we want Wormhole, so we're really waiting for level 31 before we move that on. Magic weapon, we're going to want it to be Ignite, so that's 46. Eventually we're going to want Deflection as well for the Legacy of Nightmares build. Ice Armor, we're going to want that to be Crystallized, so 31 is the next we care about for that. And Frost Nova is being replaced by Meteor. Sorry, not Meteor, Black Hole, which is going to be 61. And then some after. So pretty much we don't really reassign skills until level 30, I don't think. I mean, potentially passives, but that's just kind of as we go. And it's level 50 that we get Unstable Anomaly.
I'm so good, I astound myself.
So we just need to be really cautious until level 50. Make sure we don't die by accident. And actually, seeing as we're level 20 something, I should have already put on Born set, because that would be improving our leveling. Let's go back to town and we'll do that now. That's actually a very good idea. So, up here, salvage, salvage, salvage. You can learn that. Okay, forging weapons. And cane stuff, yeah. It's going to be worth us doing all of them. Okay. So Borns, canes, canes, and canes. Where's the shoulders? I do wish it showed the set items when you had highest usable as well. And it's going to be a one-handed sword, Searing Spite. It's not going to be as much damage, but we can then get highest usable. Source. We'll get a source to go alongside it. I mean, it's not going to be bad. Okay. Looks like Battle State Games in the background wants to patch, so I'm just going to very quickly close that. Goodbye, Tarkov. No need to update. They've been fixing stuff all over the place, which is good, but it's also a little bit annoying. Actually, I could carry on wearing this. We lose a tiny bit of damage, but we gain on toughness, and there's the chance to resist death, so yes, we'll do that. Alright, let's salvage up what we've got here. And we'll put that in there. We'll put that in there. We'll put that in there. And that'll do for now. Let's try and make another sauce, actually. Or I could... No, I'm gonna save my ingredients, because I'm sure we're going to need them. This can go over here for the moment. Eventually, I will sell that. So, once again, back to the ruins. What does one say to an ancient Nephilim? How about hello? Okay, so we're going to be getting a lot more experience. We're going to be doing a little bit more damage. Possibly not the most sensible use of teleport there, but we are also quite a bit tougher than we were a moment ago. So this should speed up our leveling towards 33. And 33 is the point that we care about, because that's when we're going to get the Edge Sigil. We're going to do our skills before then, of course, but that's when we start our gambling. Hey there, Dark Shadow. Yep, still streaming. We're going to be going for about another hour, and then I'm going to take a break for food. And then I'll be back later on. Good to have you joining, though. Always good to see you. Hope you're having a fun Friday. You got any fun plans for the weekend? Yay! Good, good, good. That's what we like to hear. Yeah. Do you have any plans for the weekend? Ah, that'd be nice. See a bit of family. Ooh, Arthur's Spark of Life. That is a lot more damage. But we're not going to use it because we're going to keep that plus to experience. Yeah, that sounds like fun. Okay, the other thing I wanted to do very quickly was just rearrange my windows a little bit. There we go, and sorted out that message sticking around issue. That's much better. Yeah, they were vanishing way too quickly. And it doesn't make a huge difference because obviously, like, it does appear and people can see it. But for after the fact, when I'm still replying to stuff that happened 10 minutes ago, it helps to have them stick around just a little bit longer. Ah, one-handed weapons. You attack so much faster. You are so much better. My plans probably mostly revolve around doing some Diablo. I've got to do my other YouTube recordings as well. I've got some tidying up and chores to do around the house. But my lovely lady returns from France on Saturday. I'll spend some time with her. And Sunday, I think, is going to be a day of rest. So not a huge amount. But we'll do Diablo this evening. We might get a chance to do some Diablo tomorrow as well. And then we'll take it from there. Right, on to level 2. Everything needs to die here. Kill them before they start twerking. We're definitely leveling up faster than we were before. I'm just having a look at how quickly it is raising up comparatively. That is pretty huge. A little bit more and I'll get... And there we go. There's a level, which means we get the level explosion, which also helps. And we've unlocked Meteor. Meteor's good fun. Right, so because we've unlocked Meteor, let's change Frost Nova over for it now. It does cost 40 arcane power, but I do love dropping meteors on stuff. When we get Nilpa's boast, oh, look at that, it's so good! Obviously, that'll increase its damage even further. Phoenix Point, as soon as they release a demo for that, I'll be covering that. No plans for XCOM at the moment. Still working through Darkest Dungeon and The Long Dark, so that's taking up all the time for the channel as a whole. They should at least carry forwards until there's some Phoenix Point content available. Right, let's stay a little bit down. Teleport past that. Man, I love having the utility of teleport to be able to move around. But yeah, I'm really excited for Phoenix Point. Every time I've seen the gameplay and just the proof of concept stuff that they've been putting out, it's been looking right up my alley. Cool, that's some more gems for us, but I really want to get even more. Where did you go? There you are. Alright, we're going to teleport out of here now that we've killed him, and we're going to kill them in a more sensible fashion. Rather than from right in the middle of them, do it slightly more logically. Ah! Well, that's kind of interesting. I might have to have a look at it at some point. I don't think I'll be doing a series of it because it does take such a large amount of time. But certainly worth checking out and seeing what updates there are. Okay, there's still 5 enemies left around. Let's hunt them down. Hunt them down. Take them out there. Hang on, there's one. And there's more down here. Cool, level 26, and they are all dead. Let's go kill Magda. Unlocking even more disintegrate runes. Wait, I've gone the wrong way. Back. I was walking along going, hang on. If we're going to Magda, we should be going into the city, not away from the city. It's fine. I'm paying attention. I promise I am.
It is with some reluctance that I write on the 7 lords of hell, for they are the greatest of the demons, and even whispering their names seems to poison the air around me. They are
so much fun dropping meteors on people.
Belial,
Just like, yeah, have a meteor on your face.
and the primeval, Mephisto, Baal, and Diablo.
Ow. You can definitely have a meteor on your face. Having meteor out and actually spending arcane power to cast it, it makes you realise just how much use those items are. It's like Taurash's set, also dropping meteors every 8 seconds for you. Well, technically every 2 seconds if you're like cycling your damage types appropriately, because it drops a different elemental meteor each time you do damage with that elemental type, and it resets each one after 8 seconds, so you could do like one every 2, 2, 2, 2, and so on and so forth. Did he just teleport? That little bastard! That's so rude. Right. Gone. In to kill Magda like we're supposed to. So, let's clear some of the small ones down. Because they are not going to be helping us with this fight. Oh my god. Quit it with those Frozens. Dang, 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 dang. That we care about, of course, because they are the ones that do all the nasty explosions. Right, she's gonna go any moment now. And then all her minions will blow up at the same time. Right, Illusionist is actually one of the things that we want as a passive skill, so I may put that in now. Right, instead of Prodigy, we're gonna go for Illusionist. There we go. So Illusionist, if we take more than 15% of our health in damage as a second, it resets the cooldown on teleport. That's going to be our get out of oh my god moment, which is going to be very, very useful. Let's head back to town and hand this in. I just realised we need to reset our banner. So we'll do that now. So many different plans and things. Oh god, and we can't actually carry all the blood shards. Okay, well. Let's make a ring and then we'll grab those last 15.
Don't be shy.
Or maybe boots. Okay. Salvage, salvage, salvage. As this spark of life goes in here. And we could make some better braces. Let's put this back for highest usable. Yeah, they're going to be significantly better. I'll make a quick draw belt as well. That's definitely going to be worth doing. Yeah, lightning skills. Not ideal, but it'll work for now. Okay, so 6 more levels will take us to the point where we can gamble for our offhand orbs and hopefully get an etched sigil. We need 1 in the cube, and do we? No, we just need to hold on to 1. So that will at least start us off on the right direction. I suppose we could put 1 in the cube, but then what would we have in our offhand? Or maybe we could use... No, we want Death Wish, the etched sigil, and then probably the Vizier and Rimeheart in the cube, depending on which build we're going for. Yeah. So that'll be fine. Okay, gems, they go in here. We will inevitably get rid of these once we hit level 60, but for the moment we can hold on to them. And we are going to move on to Act 3. Let's start by killing Gom. Focus on the boss fights. To everyone who is watching, welcome. I hope you are having a fun Friday. Of course, I'm playing on the EU servers, where the season has already started. We've been going for just over 2 hours now, having a lot of fun, of course. And we're going to be pushing towards the Firebird set for this season. That is our grand master plan.
I'm so good, I astound myself.
Yeah, once we get the etched sigil and we're automatically dropping meteors, things will be so cool. I reckon we can stick with our current weapon for a while, but we are going to want to move on from it probably when we get the etched sigil. Right, level 28. So 5 levels to go. And it is not this way that we want to go, so back round we go. Dum da dum da dum da dum da dum da dum da dum. Just drop a meteor right in the distance. I do love the way electrocute chain lightning works for building up your arcane power. It is such a cool skill. Brings back fond memories of the electricity-based wizard that I did a couple of seasons ago. That was a lot of fun. And that was before electricity skills got decent equipment geared for them. You know, like, is it Mantled Heal that's been redesigned for stun skill damage. Damn turkey. Like, just die already. Let's teleport over to this side. I mean, we're healing as much damage as he's doing, but just kind of want him dead. And he drains so much arcane power to kill. 57,000 health. In the grand scheme of things, 57,000 is not much, and obviously we're going to be doing millions and billions later on in the season, but at this point, it's a lot. That's twice as much as these guys have. And these guys are pretty beefy. One to go. There we go. Another goblin. Ah, Blood Thief. This is like the best and worst time for a Blood Thief. So we're not going to be able to pick up all of his shards. There's no way we're going to be able to do that. Okay. So we'll grab what we can.
My bags are full.
And we're going to have to go back to town and spend some. There's about 100 left there. All right, let's do some more boots.
Such a brave soul.
I really don't know what's best to go for at this time, so boots is just a guess.
Maybe you can find
If I do
use for that.
3, and then we'll head back and try and pick them up and see if that's enough.
I can't pick up anything else.
Still, geez, 33 left to go.
I am returning to town.
It makes me sad. It makes me so sad.
Anything could happen.
Alright, give me a single ring.
See you soon.
This ring is better than that ring. So we'll salvage up what we've got and then we'll head back. Nearly level 29, so it's not going to be long before we can start redoing our stuff. Let's, in fact, no, we'll give this across to you. We should probably look at gearing up Cormac as well at some point, but really, I care very little until we are maximum level for that. He's just about a distraction. That's good enough for now. Okay. Reasonable start. This is going to take a while. I do wonder whether doing it with Arcane Torrent is the best, or whether it's... Yeah, I think it's going to be the most damaging. But you've got to build up your arcane power completely before you do it. Otherwise you don't get that damage bonus for having channeled it for a while. We're certainly healing enough that I don't need to worry about the amount of damage he's doing with poison and just generally attacking me. So we just whittle him down while Cormac stabs him in the butt. Stab him in the butt. Slashing, I mean, he's using an axe. Hacking. Doesn't sound cool, hacking Gluttony in the butt. Okay, he's down to 17k. Won't be much longer. 3, 2, 1, and he's gone. Alright, we'll grab those. That takes us to level 29. So just a few more levels to go. Right. No, we don't want Forked Lightning. It just looks hilarious. Are any of these worth using? That's worth using. Hell yeah, 15% extra damage. Some of these look like they could be worth, but we're going to keep with what we've got for the moment. And let's move on to Ganthar the Trickster. Right, very quickly. We'll just rearrange this to there and to there. There we go. Much better. Okay, this time going the right direction. Normally I end up running up on top. Yeah, so when we get the Halo of Arlis, as things attack us, we will be... Let's chain lightning our way through this. As things attack us, we will be releasing Frost Novas and freezing mobs. It will be good fun. 43 dead already. Cool. Let's focus on the Shaman. $71 dead. It won't take us long. It'll probably take us longer to actually find Ganthar the Trickster than it will for this combat. Cool, level 30. That gives us a new passive skill. Right, can we assign that now? I think we can. Cold Blood is better pants. Let's have Astral Presence for now. We'll change that in just a moment. We're going to be wanting to go for Conflagration. Oh, and we've unlocked Archon. Not going to be using Archon. At least, if we do like one of the set dungeons, we're going to have to, but generally the plan is not to. It's going to be a non-Archon Firebird build, which is why we're going with Arcane Torrent and the Sigil and just generally assigning explosion damage that way. The other way of doing it is with Chandottos, then going into Archon form, getting the wave of power explosion going around you and having that count as one of the fire types. I do like that gameplay. I did thoroughly enjoy it, but I want to try something slightly different this time. So we're going to try it this way instead. Still 3 levels to go until we can gamble for an Etched Sigil. Just bypass most of that part of the map. Walking around is for fools and people that can't teleport. Although, once again, we are going to really start noticing our damage drop off as time goes on. We're using a level 21 weapon, so we will need to switch that over. Probably about the same time as we get the etched sigil. Which I know I've said before, and apologies for repeating myself. But we can't assume that everyone watching has been watching the whole time. Air of Death? Well, I totally Air of Death him. And I heard a goblin. So let's see what type it is. It's just a regular treasure goblin. Still worth killing though. Stay still, little buddy. I won't hurt you much. Not a huge amount, but still, it's all good for our stash. Right. Now that this area is, air quotes, safe, let's move on to Kryder's Outpost. Extra toughness, not extra damage though. And we're already not using the shoulders, so I don't want to move off that until we have to. Although when we do, we'll switch back to the shoulders. That'll be a reasonable compromise. May as well get magic weapon onto electrify. Teleport can have safe passage. And meteor will get thunder crash. Because we don't have anything that just does +2 our percentage damage. We don't have our passive skill that increases our that makes our fire skills do a burning effect, which increases the critical chance of the mobs. So for now, we're kind of elemental damage agnostic. We don't care which one it is. There's only 9 enemies left. Well, pop. 6 left. This won't take us long. It's going to be like the shortest. We're going to end up finishing an entire act of bounties before we get the last 3 levels. I can tell. It's going to be one of those days. So we don't have to open the box. Right, 2 levels to go. Let's move on and we'll do the Cursed Caldera. So Cursed Chest, good opportunity to get quite a large amount of experience. Hey, and we could unlock Wormhole. Well, we want to change over to that. In fact, level 31 is when most of our cool skills happen. So let's do that. So Wormhole, accept. This is eventually going to be Black Hole, so we can't do that at the moment. Meteor can stay as it is. Ice Armor gets crystallized, that's what I wanted. Magic Weapon, we don't get Ignite until 46, so that stays for now. Conflagration is at level 34. Crystallize is such a good skill. It's basically going to be our massive, massive defense plan. So we're already getting boosted defense from channeling our Arcane Torrent. The Fire Ward skill gives us damage reduction while that's going on. And pretty much the plan is going to be to get into the middle of everything and just kind of base tank it as a main, which seems like a really silly thing to do, I know. But it's going to work. There is a Grandmaster plan that this revolves around. let's get a little bit more arcane power. Carry on the murder spree. And when we do get our Firebird set, we will want everything to be doing fire damage. I'm gearing up with the skills before that, just so that I can get used to it, but pretty much we are revolving around everything we can doing fire damage so that we can get things ignited. And as they ignite, they take massive amounts of burning damage over time. And give us damage reduction when we get the 60 set bonus. That's going to be really cool. Let's not be in the middle of that. Throne zones are not on my list of fun things to be standing next to. Oh, why does he have to get shielding just as we're trying to murder him? There we go. One more down. And it's all good experience, of course. This is really, really pushing us closer to that 33 point we want to be at. And of course, as we level up, we're going to want to get a better etch sigil once we actually have one. But once we have one, that becomes a nice problem to have. Like, is it good enough? Is it perfect? Is it the right level? The ability of it far outweighs what you'll get on it stats-wise, and that's really why we're getting hold of it in the first place. Chain lightning. Right, level 32. And a bit. Waves of mobs to defeat. Going to be much easier to do having chain lightning. Yeah, actually being able to build up our arcane reserves. I mean, I say it's going to be much easier to do. It's not actually very easy. Okay, so we have run out of time, but we've still got the waves to defeat, so we've got to be careful. Make sure we don't die unexpectedly. But we get a good amount of life per hit, so I think we should be fine. We just need to watch out for the final wave. Make sure we don't need to run away from it. And mostly I'm doing this with just Chain Lightning and Meteor. I say mostly. There is the occasional other skill thrown in for good measure. Level 33. We can start gambling for that etched sigil. Okay, let's go back to town and let's spend all of our blood shards. Because if we can get that now, that would be awesome. So, Kadala.
Let's see what happens.
Let's go for some orbs, please.
What? I didn't even know I had that thing.
I get the feeling this is going to be quite disappointing. Nevertheless, we can make sure we are using the best Now we'll salvage up what we've got and then we'll come back and do more. You may as well have this for what it's worth. Kadala, give us more orbs.
Like you could use a new one. What a steal. Well, it's a good
So much disappointment. We'll keep trying, of course. Yeah, we'll have that one. And I think also... Let's drop off our gems. We could resocket our gear, but I don't think that's really going to be worth it at the moment. Man, that's a shame. That's a shame. We don't have enough Death's Breath in order to actually upgrade anything, so we just have to rely on gambling. As we do more of these bounties, we will get more blood shards, so we'll still be able to like keep trying as we go along. But I really want one. I want one so badly. And I want it to be nice and low level so that when we do our other character, we can just like switch to it and be like, hey, look what we've got. Ah. Maybe I should have made myself a new weapon. He's only got like 8k left. It won't take long. Gone. Because the extra percentage that we're getting from this, the 20% experience, very quickly doesn't matter if you're not doing enough damage to kill things. Most stuff will die fast enough though, I reckon. Yeah. Yeah, it's just because he had an obscenely large amount of health. Still, at the moment, we care more about getting to the Tower of the Curse than we do about killing these. Because we want those blood shards. We want our Etched Sigil. No! No with the frosting. Don't want to be frozen. Not today. It's cold enough in London as it is. Back out of that frozen area. Clear some of these down just a little bit. Now these have got much less health, but they are still annoying because they're making us move around rather than just being able to focus fire on them. Different reasons to dislike different mobs. Semi-worthy. Swarthy. A swarthy opponent. Yeah, it would be really nice to have an actual indication of how much damage reduction you were getting from Flame Ward. I mean, we can watch our toughness going up, so there is that way of doing it, but as soon as we stop, it stops. So, yeah, as soon as you let go. So if you get knocked back, that would be enough to stop it. Good while it's lasting, though. So I'm definitely not going to poo-poo it at all, but you have to bear in mind exactly how effective it's going to be when you're doing these things. Certainly when you're planning ahead of time. So something like that vortex there, that would have removed all benefit I had from it. Come on, down and round. Oh no! That's a horrible thing to blame Brexit for. I mean, you can blame Brexit anyway just because Brexit's a dumb idea. And it should be blamed for everything. But I really wouldn't hope that it had any form of influence on America and American companies launching stuff for Europeans on consoles specifically. It would be a very niche interaction for it to have any form of bearing on it. A very obscure form of interaction, I should say. That's probably a better way of putting it. And it could be that they do consoles all at the same time as America, which would absolutely suck. But I don't know whether they've got different region servers for consoles, or whether you will just sit within the same pool and then it does it based on local matchmaking. I'd assume it's set up much the same way as PC, you know, with EU and American systems that you can select between. But that is an assumption. Okay, we've got a new meteor room. Star Pact. Expend all remaining arcane power. That's going to be pretty cool, actually. Yeah, I mean, it's a reasonable impact when that happens. Oh, we're 34 now. We can do our other passive skill, I think. That's really strange. But, yeah, I mean, when it's a distributed system like that, what can you say? So we're going to take Conflagration there, which means we're going to move this away from Star Pact. We're going to put it back to No Rune so that it is fire-based. Electrocute, we will change this to Forked Lightning so that we're also doing more fire there. This is already fire. Magic Weapon stays on Lightning. Bazap, bazap. Everything is fire. You get some fire, you get some fire. Everyone gets some fire. Alright, we've only got a couple more mobs left to kill. And then we're done with this quest and we can get more blood shards and we can hand it all in. There we go. Right. Let's make the area safe for our exit. Regular exit, not Brexit exit. Okay, back to town we go. Give me the box. Arrett's most wanted. Quite a few things. So, once again, we are going to ask for orbs. Geez, we only got 28 blood shards. It's not many. I mean, most of them came from that challenge rift. Still, once we've done bounties, we'll be able to just run rifts, I guess. And try and get more that way. It is a bit of a shame, though. And we might get lucky and one might drop as time goes on. Let's just check, speaking of time. Right, so we're at 20 to 7 at the moment. Let's salvage these up. And I think now is the time for us to upgrade our weapon. So if we're going one-handed, we could make a new source, potentially. But yeah, level 33 wand, 41 damage. 47 damage. Yeah, we'll make a bludgeon. That's a significant damage increase. I will take that. So, Bourne's chest piece is no longer helping us. Let's make a new chest. I don't know if that's actually going to be much better, come to think of it. You know what? We'll make ourselves another shoulder. And Pen of Grasps. Another Bourne's shoulders, sorry, I should say. And we'll carry on using Bourne's in that fashion. So we're still getting the benefit from Bourne's set, we're still getting the benefit from Kane's set. Our damage has increased quite significantly. And the Pauldrons of the Skeleton King are ready for cubing up at some point. Yeah, I know it's all trash, but, you know, we've got to... we've got to hold on to it. At least while we're leveling. Okay, now it's actually worth us resocketing as well. So, take that out. Put that in. Take that out. Put that in. Take that out. Put that in. Alright, so we've got 2 active bounties left. I'm only going to be streaming for about another 20 minutes, so I think we'll do some rifts just to see how this pans out. Let's do a regular Nephilim rift. And we'll see how things feel. Yeah, it's not bad at all. That's what it feels like. Obviously, we don't want to be knocked back by stuff, so I might get something that makes us immune to movement effects as part of the build. I hadn't actually considered that could cause a problem further down the line. So it's definitely worth being aware of. A worthy foe indeed. Let's drop a meteor on it and back up just a tiny bit. He's so angry. Like super angry actually. Did that meteor just knock all the bodies up in the air? That's really cool. I've never noticed that before. Yeah, it does. Ah, ragdolling. That is so cool. That is going to continue to be a very fun point for me throughout the entirety of the season. Ooh. What have we found? String of ears. Yeah. I'll take it. Totally take it. Yeah, the wizard is a lot of fun to try. Definitely worth re-downloading to try it out, mate. And there's so many different fun builds for the wizard as well. Get yourself disintegrate and just burn through all the mobs. That's possibly the funnest, easiest way to start. Oh no, we trod in a trap. Whatever will we do? And we could always teleport out of it, but unnecessary at this point in time. They actually knocked us out of the area of effect for that. That was surprisingly convenient. Yeah, so when we get Hergerberger Dash's binding, we'll be able to do Arcane Torrent without worrying about our Arcane Power. So our Arcane Power should end up staying pretty permanently high, which means Aquila Curus, for the Legacy of Nightmares set, we won't need to worry about our Arcane Power levels because it'll always be over the threshold. Get these guys killed down. Give me more arcane power. Right, one more gone. Cormac's just like slowly fighting that one person over the side, gradually taking their health down. Wow. That's quite impressive, Fallen. I mean, that's commitment to power leveling, that is. Yes, Mediocre Mexican. I'm in London, so I'm on the European servers, and it starts at 5 PM Central European time for us. So I've been going for 2 hours and 42 minutes. But you're welcome to stick around until it starts for you. I'm going to be playing for another 20 minutes or so, then I'm going to be stopping for food, and I'll be back later on. Yes, the European season has already kicked off. It always starts a little bit earlier for us. I think just because Blizzard's one of those few companies that recognises we're on a different time zone. And yeah, you're probably right. Commitment to Paragon grinding. Mandrake the Betrayer. Wait, wasn't Mandrake one of the Defenders of the Earth? The Magician. Yeah, not far-fetched at all. Mediocre Mexican. I don't think I'm better than anyone. I am the definition of casual gamer. In fact, no, I lie. I took like half a day off work today. Well, I say half a day. I went in early. I worked through lunch so I could leave early, so that I could be here for the season start. And this is probably the most I'm going to play this season in a single, like, evening. Because I'm doing some now and then I'm doing some later. But I fully expect to die, embarrassingly, just before I get Unstable Anomaly. Yeah, Mandrake the Magician. That's who I was talking about. Master of Magic, Spells and Illusion. Well, that actually kind of saved me, that vortex. Not often that happens. Well, I say saved. I mean, it didn't actually save my life, but it saved me taking a bit of damage. I know our leveling's actually not going badly at the moment. It was a little bit slow to start off with, but then it always is. I still hate the spider cabins though. I mean, this place sucks so much. Drop a meteor on the snakes. No, I've not got arachnophobia or claustrophobia. It's just, I think it's horrible to walk around. You always get snagged on stuff. You can't shoot past some things that you should be able to. I just think it's a badly designed area. And when so many of the areas are so well put together, it just feels like a bit of a letdown. Focus fire. Ooh, gloves. I'll take them. We also need frostburn at some point, so if I can find them, I'll be very happy. It's worth testing now and then to see how much damage those do compared to your life, just in case you need to run away from them. Yeah. Whether it's teleporting or leaping or even just like casting spells. I mean, look. So, some of them are just like vanishing into the air. I know that it goes under and then it comes back up and it hits, but visually it just looks so bad. Right, let's see what those gloves are. Mage Fist by the looks of it. Yep. Well, 18% more damage. I will take that very happily. When we're already doing quite a bit of fire damage, like everything we do, a flat 18% increase is awesome. Not to mention the other benefits, of course. Oh. Damn spider cabins. Right. Kablooey, kablooey, kablooey. Gloves with benefits. That just sounds wrong, mate. That's not a phrase you should repeat in polite company. Ooh, hello. Well, let's get a meteor on you. We'll try and get your minion friends thinned down a bit as well as we go. Right, he's gone. Yeah, not bad. We've pushed to 36 so far. Yep, fire damage as well. Even extra benefits. Just a little bit scorchio on the fingers. Bang, 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 bang. Indeed it does. Let's meteor these fools. Man, that must be like such a terrible day. First of all, your boss has put you in the spider cabin, which is a pretty bad place to be. Then this idiot with wings and fire comes down and just starts like nuking the place. All the while, saying his own name. I'm unstoppable. I'm unstoppable. It does a reasonable amount of damage, that meteor now. Oh my god, quit with the shielding already, guys. That stuff got old last season. Entirely right, entirely right. Alright, let's move on to the next floor. Oh, thank God it is not the spider caverns. It is an improvement. And I consider that to be quite a large improvement, actually. Stop stunning me! Oh god. Stop all the nasty things. Oh my god, Frozen's and Frozen Pulse. Just like, no. Kaboom! That was a big ass nuke. And that takes us to 37. Which is nice. Yeah, so the meteor's pretty good once you get used to the different shape that it puts on the ground. Because that's not... It's different enough from the Moltons, and there's a different sound associated with it. So you don't need to worry too much about that as long as you pay attention. Or you can change it to a different type of meteor and you get a different colour underneath. Another goblin! Oh, wow. Alright. Oh no, he's gonna go. Damn it, didn't quite get him. A bit too many other things around to focus on just taking him out. Oh well, we tried, we tried. He was only an insufferable miscreant anyway. But yeah, your best bet would be to change the type so that it's a different colour, and then you definitely won't need to worry about it. If you go for the arcane one, it's purple. Nothing produces purple rings like that. Right, we are nearly at Rift Guardian time. So let's finish these last couple of things. Alright, who have we got? We got Perdition. Cool. With 628,000, let's run around this way so we can see it properly. 570,000, 560,000. Alright, let's do a full arcane torrent on him. That is so much faster than the meteors. Once it gets up to speed, it is so cool. Bang, 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 bang. As long as he doesn't stun us, then we keep doing the damage nicely. Okay, here we go again. And then one more volley like this afterwards should be enough to finish him off. And every critical hit we get does increase our arcane power. So the more we do, the longer we keep channeling that. Of course, if he dodges, I mean, that's totally cheating. Gone. Now we get a book on Nephilim Rifts.
To help them train for battle, they fought bravely, facing down enemies in places pulled from the deepest corners of their memories.
Indeed, they did. These can all just be salvaged up, actually. Although, is it worth holding onto the quick draw belt for the other character? Probably. And probably worth holding onto those as well. Right, let's have a look. That's gonna do more damage. Ah, fire skills. Well, actually, no, that's significantly worse as far as damage goes because we lose out on the intelligence. I think everything else is probably fine. We might make ourselves a new weapon. Let's have a look and see what we've got in that area. That's a two-handed staff. That's no use to us. A level 35 sword would probably do a bit more than we currently are with our club. Ah, no, that's what we want. A war mace. There we go, 60% more damage. We're going to lose out on the extra experience, but if we're killing things that much faster, it won't really matter. And let's go highest usable on these. We're going to have a look at... I don't think there's anything really we want to upgrade. Not at this point. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to have to call it there. I'm going to take a break and go and get some food. So thank you very much for coming along for the very start of the season. I'm probably going to take a break for a couple of hours. So I'm aiming to be back some point around 9 o'clock-ish. If you are enjoying the stream, be sure to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, then you can do so using some of the links below, and you'll be notified when I go live again. But we are going to be doing quite a lot of Diablo this season, so do subscribe and be sure to check out other streams. On Monday nights as well, in case you can't come along later tonight, I'll be playing co-op with my brother. I'll still be running a wizard, but we'll be having a slightly different wizard just in case they die horribly. Still going for the Firebird set and working towards the Rimeheart build. And that'll be on Monday evenings. So if I don't see you later, then tune in on Monday and we'll catch you then. See you soon.